Does your model have gaps between the attached parts the size of your dad's butt crack when he's fixing the sink? Well, let's fix that. Not your dad's butt crack. That's his problem. What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike, and welcome to another episode of Mininomicon. Today I'm going to show you a few tips on how to fill the gaps on your miniature. This step is mostly just an extra step to make your miniatures look really good. If you're using these miniatures for a single gaming session, then it's really up to you, no judgment. But if you want to give this a try and use this technique in the future for miniatures that you use all the time, by all means, this step is for you.
Okay, fine, you had me at butt crack.
When you look at your miniature, you may realize that there are some gaps that give away that your miniature is in several different pieces. Which may be fine if you're assembling a man-made or machine-like miniatures, and they may look and feel more natural and may not necessarily need to be filled. When it comes to something organic like a human or a monster, it may feel unnatural or weird when it looks like a body part might come off and on at any moment.
'Tis but a scratch.
A scratch? Your arm's off.
No, it isn't.
Well, what's that then?
I've heard worse.
The most common and widely used way of filling gaps for miniatures is actually green stuff, as well as milliput, which is right here. However, I do recommend additional sculpting tools to help form your epoxy putty nice and clean for your miniature. I recommend using these flexible silicone sculpting tools in order to help form the putty. The milliput and green stuff are both a 2-part epoxy resin putty. You just take equal parts of both sides and mix them together. You don't need to make a lot of it, just enough to fill the gaps. When you finish mixing together the epoxy putty, just go ahead and start packing it into all of the nooks and crannies on your miniature.
Beautiful.
Now go ahead and take your sculpting tools and start pushing it around till you get it the way that you want, or at least close enough for government work. A helpful tip when using green stuff or milliput is if it becomes a little too tacky and hard to manage during sculpting, or filling even the gaps, just add a little bit of water or even some lotion, that way it doesn't stick to your silicone shapers. Once your green stuff or milliput has fully cured, go ahead and sand it down in the areas if needed to clean off miscellaneous burrs and imperfections. This will potentially require more sanding if you didn't smooth out the areas cleanly. A budget way of doing this is actually using baking soda and a thin superglue. It'll get the job done, but if done incorrectly, it will end up leaving you a lot of cleanup on and around your miniature. The best way I would recommend using this is actually if you're trying to tie a base of your miniature to the actual miniature itself. With this method, you will more than likely get a very undesirable texture on your miniature, and it will require a lot more sanding. First, apply the baking soda in the area you are trying to fill. Then just apply a couple drops of thin superglue. Don't use the thick kind, because it will just make giant globs and you'll have to remove it later. Then, like before, just start sanding down any imperfections until you get it where you want it. And there you have it. Your miniature is set and ready for the next step. So join me next time for the next episode, Priming. So if you enjoyed the video, smash that thumbs up icon, and if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the side to get notified whenever I post a new video. You all have been very super helpful with the channel growth. If you are so inclined to do so, you can join us on our social media on Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter. If you're interested in the tools and stuff that I use in the videos, I do have a link down in the description below that will take you to the affiliate links that will help out the channel at no additional cost to you. Also visit our online store if you're interested in a Mininomicon t-shirt. And also don't miss the opportunity to sign up for the newsletters to get notifications whenever we introduce new products or projects from Strange Aeon Games. And as always, keep the madness going on the tabletop. I'll catch you guys next time.